Welcome back to our countdown to the start of Ramadan. We're learning Muslim inclusion tips so that you and your organization and university and all kinds of institutions can have your most inclusive Ramadan yet. Today, I'm going to lean on a little bit stronger than I normally do the business case for diversity, equity, and inclusion, which I don't love doing, but there are some folks that need to still hear these kinds of reasonings for DEI. So looking at accommodating Muslims during the month of Ramadan, something to keep in mind is that your Muslim employees, all of which you might not be aware who are Muslim and not, I'll get into that later in Muslims self-censoring themselves to protect themselves from discrimination and Islamophobia. But the Muslims in your organization are going to be fasting whether you give them accommodations or not. So it really is up to you about how much you want to prioritize their productivity while participating in the month of Ramadan. You not giving them accommodations is not going to stand in the way of Muslims who want to fast during the month of Ramadan from doing so. So really, you have all the benefit of accommodating the Muslims so that they can be their most productive with their fluctuating blood sugar levels and attention spans and looking at their faith more strongly during this month. It is also a really wonderful way to again demonstrate that your organization really does live by the diversity, equity, and inclusion values that you say that you do. If you have a diversity, equity, and inclusion statement on your website, this is something that you have to show that you live by through accommodating, in this case, Muslims. And yes, things that are unknown sometimes can be things that we hesitate to learn about or might seem overwhelming, but really it isn't that overwhelming. It really isn't that much to learn to be accommodating of Muslims participating in the month of Ramadan. I really do believe in you and your organization. It really isn't that difficult. Please do everything that you can to make life a little bit easier for your Muslim colleagues and employees and customers and clients and community members. This is how we make the world a little bit better for everyone by giving people equitable treatment, going and seeing how different people need to be treated, not treating everyone equally or as if we're all the same. Human beings are not a giant gray blob of sameness. We need to be treated differently in equitable manners, which is why DEI is diversity, equity, and inclusion. Like and follow to support this series, and I'll see you back again tomorrow with another tip.